Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my iRacing journey. So, day 2 of week 9, and since we did Mazdas pretty late in the week last time, I thought, why not see if we can do it pretty early in the week this time? Largely because Charlotte Motor Speedway, the roval here in the Mazdas, I remember it being loads of fun. Last time I actually raced here in anger in this car, and I remember being relatively confident and relatively happy with the track, even if it didn't always go particularly well, or even if I didn't always finish particularly well. Yeah, so I thought we'd try again. We're going to try to have the same mentality as the Okayama race.
Stay out of trouble.
Nice and
go.
Nice and not too aggressive on the start. Give loads of room and give everyone a chance to sort of shake out into some positions. It's going to be an interesting first lap because these tyres are going to be, well, we know of course that the tyres are frightfully cold. So it just means we're going to have to be a little bit careful.
Start's all right. Time to get stuck in.
And particularly at the sort of low traction zones of the track. Well, there's number 9 going.
Right.
There he is.
Hold your line. Clear right.
Again, I'm not interested in getting too spicy on this first lap. If he wants to chuck it down the inside here, he's more than welcome to, but obviously he's backed out a little bit. And being the number 4 car, I would be very, very content with a P4 finish or a P5 finish in this quite competitive split.
P4.
So it looks like we're falling out of draft a little bit here, but they're looking quite close and battly up ahead. So there's every chance that there'll be a bit of we might be able to make up a little bit of time if there's any fights for position up in front. Meanwhile, I've got Roland bearing down on me from behind. I mean, this early in the race, I'm not going to go super defensive.
Incident in the second chicane. It looks like it's Barker.
That was
B2.
that was a clencher. Ooh, have I just cut the track? No. Have I damaged the car? I don't think so. Those sausage curbs are lethal. Cool, so predictions for what's left then. I really don't see myself contesting for P1. I feel like that's going to be a little bit out of reach. This guy up ahead of me is obviously quite quick. Especially if I'm going
Right
to
side.
keep doing stuff like that.
Still there. Hold your line.
Let's try and keep this tight to the line because I don't want to drift up and kill myself against this guy's
Still there.
front quarter.
Still there. Clear right.
Oh, he's backing off. That's fine.
Alright Dan, don't let this guy distract you. That's a new fastest lap for Saarinen, 1:33.58. Sector 1 is 0.34 off the pace. Sector 2 time is okay. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
A little bit close to the wall there. Oh dear. Car's throwing all kinds of understeer nonsense at me. I don't recall it doing in these parts of the track in practice. I mean, it's probably some kind of subconscious adjustment to my driving that I'm making.
Gap to Saarinen ahead is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds.
Due to the pressure I'm feeling to maintain this level of consistency. Yeah, I'm still a little bit wary of that first chicane. I don't quite feel as though I built up the same kind of confidence in the pre-race practice for this race as I feel like I may have had previously when I was doing this a couple of seasons ago.
That's a new fastest lap for Saarinen, 1:32.77. That last lap was a 1:33.22. That's your fastest lap today. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Oh, it looks like Ari and Roland are fighting, or were fighting behind. So that's going to maybe give me an awful lot more breathing room if that fight keeps up for some time. Yeah, I've really got no confidence through the second part of that chicane. I'm going to end up losing buckets of time to the cars behind. Ari Barker behind me now is going to be gaining time hand over fist. I'm just going to have to hope that when he does come to make his move, it's a little bit less aggressive and a little bit better thought out than a quick dive down the inside.
Okay Dan, halfway home, fuel looks good. Your lap time was 1:33.12. That's your best lap in this session.
Yeah, he's clearly very quick. Yeah, through he goes. We're not going to contest this too much.
Hold your line.
Could clearly see a gap and was going
Clear
for
left.
hell or high water. So we'll open up this corner.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left.
and just see if we can gain some time sitting in the tow.
Push now, the guy behind is catching. P3. That lap time was 1:33.95. Use all the track, force him to find the gap.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Oh dear, I forgot I got
Hold
up
your
to
line.
fifth there.
Hold your line. Clear right.
That could have gone enough. I could have left him so much more room. I just
Looks like P5's gone off in the first chicane.
hadn't noticed I'd gone up to fifth
On
gear.
your right.
And
Still there.
yeah,
Hold your line. Clear
going
right.
too wide through there is never going to work. So
The gap
you know,
to
if he's committed to it,
0.5.
we'll
Fucking hell,
just-
Dan. Come on, mate. Defend your position.
I'm
P4.
so sorry. I have unchecked the swears. I'm sure I have for the crew chief app. I don't know why it's still swearing at me. I do apologise. I can tell you for absolute certain I have unchecked that box. I might have to do a full reinstall, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, going that final chicane. You definitely don't want to go too wide through there. There is not enough room. You know, if it looks like someone's going to commit up the inside, it is much safer to just let them have it and try and fight back later in the course or later in the race. You know, we've got a good few laps left of the race.
Car left. Clear left.
There's no point potentially throwing it all away for the sake of a corner. Got plenty of race left.
Two laps left. That would...
On your left. Clear left.
Oh my giddy on.
Okay, Dan. Keep piling on the
I'd
pressure.
love to see what he
Make a
saw on
mistake.
his screen there. That was...
Right side. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
That was well defended. Ooh, we've gone a bit wide. That was a terrible exit. Ooh, this is dangerous.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
Oh, he's going to come straight
Car
back at
left.
me. Can I squeeze him?
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Okay, Dan, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. P4, that lap was a 135.20.
Oh, yeah, I could have carried a bit more through there, I think. Oh, I've massively overdriven that. Picked up way too much understeer through at least 2 of the corners leading up to this one. I'm going to be very lucky to get close enough for a move into that last chicane now.
Yellow flag, caution. There's an incident in the first chicane. We think it might be Saarinen.
Oh, this could still potentially be a P3. I can't imagine Saarinen's going to pick up. Oh, maybe he is going to pick up quite a bit of momentum before the last corner. That is... Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Ooh. Okay. To be fair, that was a really good race.
P4,
That was
that's
a
the
really
finish.
good
Well
race.
done.
A little bit gutted that I couldn't hang on to P3, but you know what? Car number 4, tough competitive split. You know, some decent racing. Managed to finish P4. 0 incident points as well. That's always a bonus. Yeah, that was cracking fun. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Ooh, right, let's just keep going until the safety rating stops. Well, see if we can pick up any more clean corners for... There we go, that's the end of the session. So, we'll go have a look at the silliness. So, right, let's have a chase cam, and we'll go to the start of the race and have a look at what we've got. And we've got number 5 losing it under braking. Just probably didn't quite take a great line. I'm gonna try my best not to overanalyze these and spend too much time. That's a heartbreaker. Into the wall. Crack. Ooh. Oof. Yeah, I'm sure that's very easy to do. Very aggressive through the curbs. Well, I feel like you kind of did that to yourself, mate. Oh, this guy really likes the walls. Oh, dear. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I would suggest that a good way of doing this would be to try and avoid driving into the walls. But I don't know, maybe these guys know something I don't. Oh. Ooh. Oh, this was the guy that we very nearly passed for a podium at the end. Oh, right, yeah, that's why going so close to the wall is. I mean, I don't understand why people take such a risk with the walls in the race. I get that it's probably faster to get as close to the wall as you can, but I mean, that was the last lap, and you've just thrown away a race win because you wanted to carry, an extra half a tenth. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Fair enough. Right, let's go have a look at the results. See just what madness. Just, I've got no idea. Why do I insist on doing this in one take? Oops. There it is again. Just moving. This is just the the downside of doing everything in one take. I've got scenes all over the place from where I put where I do the occasional live stream. Oh well, never mind. Cool. So there were good grief, 22 splits, and this was split number 2, which was to be fair, quite competitive. Big boost. Well, decent boost to the iRacing, and the really wonderful thing to see is that increase in safety rating again. Is music music to my ears. It's wonderful to see things in the green again. Just actually putting in the effort to practice is making the world of difference, and maybe just having a little bit of a kind of a different attitude towards how aggressive I want to be on the track is making a bit of a difference as well. I feel like I've probably given myself much better chances of actually finishing well by being a little less aggressive and a little less defensive in the opening sort of half of the race. Certainly no point in really worrying too much about defending your position until you're sort of in the closing stages of the race. I think just concentrate on getting to the end to start with. Other thing I meant to mention actually during that race, but I never really found the sort of brain bandwidth to do it, is that one of the key things I recognised in practice to sort of keep maintain the pace I was on is really to remember. I had to blip down into second gear on quite a lot of occasions, whereas usually in the Mazda you can get away with just downshifting and letting the sequencer do its job. I felt like blipping, particularly into turn 1 as you come down to second gear, really helped to keep the car stable on turn-in. And there's a couple of other moments throughout the lap that I found that doing that blip was quite helpful. And then the other thing as well is trail braking, and not being afraid to just brush the brakes every now and again, just to sort of shift the weight of us slightly forward, keep the car relatively evenly balanced, even if more of a weight just transfer the weight to the front, but keeping the car relatively balanced really helps sort of get the car turned in and rotated, particularly for some of those corners that kind of drag you outwards. And I'm thinking sort of turns 2 and 3, I think it is. The nature of the corners kind of induces understeer just because of how they're banked and the speed of the corners and the rest of them. So I find that little bit of brake pressure, not too much, just helps to get the car turned in a little bit. That's it from me, really. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. I do genuinely appreciate that your time is valuable and that you choose to watch these. It really does mean a lot. if you're watching this and you're not already subscribed, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. I think we're nearly at 200 now, and I'm hoping to get around 300 by the end of June. That'd be amazing. And then, yeah, if you've anything to say to me, please do leave a comment down below. I will get back to you sooner or later, usually within a day or two. And yeah, until then, have a cracking day, and I genuinely hope to see you next time. See you now.